Hello, welcome to the online training course for the presentation grid. The presentation grid makes it so much easier because you can plan to a much more accurate timing. You can change your order right up until the last minute or during your presentation. You have the ability to zoom in or zoom out. If there's time for Q&As, your presentation grid can cope with that scenario as well. Is made much easier by the fact that you can bite-size your way without having to decide the order and sequence until you have all the components in place. So if, for example, you've been given 20 minutes or 5 minutes and you've got to keep to time, it's a great way of being able to measure and practice how you're going to deliver it on the day. I've noticed that when people are using their presentation grid, it's easier for them to engage with the audience, to remain connected, because they're not having to look at written notes in the same way as they would have done perhaps with a crib sheet or even a document that they're reading from. So I love the fact that the gridding process as a presentation grid gives you the ability to be adjustable, to be able to watch your audience and be able to respond accordingly. There's something about having it all in place and being able to see it all at once and see how you are traveling through time more easily that takes away a lot of the pressure and makes an individual feel much more comfortable. And that's one of the feedbacks that I get, that people say, I was so comfortable doing it that I enjoyed the process. And I could never say that about standing up in front of a load of people. I find that using a presentation grid helps me to not wander off. It does help me to stay on track, but it does give me the ability to think of something else that I might in the moment want to say, because quite often I do think aloud, and by the time I'm in that presentation place, particularly if I'm enjoying the process, I may well think of something else that I think is very relevant in that moment. And because of the way the grid has been put together, it gives you the ability to input something if you want to. I like giving people the opportunity to Q&A, not at the end necessarily, but in the middle if they want to. So I am not thrown by that. I can cope with people asking a question because I always have my map in front of me. I can see where I'm going and I can see how I can just rejoin my plan at any stage, but it obviously means that I can pull away from it when it's useful to my audience to have an answer right then and there. So I think I've said more than enough for now. Let's get you started.